Ashlee, what's shaking outside today?
Well, no water falling from the sky today. That will be the case by the time we get to the later part of your Friday. And so you can see over my shoulder, we're starting to see a little color on the horizon, inching close to sunrise, which is just about 20 minutes away. But 80s on tap, and those will be returning as we head into next week. So we're in a little bit of a roller coaster, but at least we don't have significant drops below average. And then tomorrow, with a cold front passing through, we have a better chance for widespread rain, a few embedded thunderstorms, but we'll get it out of the way with a drier weekend ahead. Cooler Saturday. Sunday's the pick day of the weekend as we get more into that seasonal territory. So here's another look at downtown Detroit from our Windsor sky cam. Some thin high clouds out there, but it is a pretty calm start. And so very calm to very light winds out there. Northwesterly breeze at most 5 miles per hour in the city. Shy of 50 by a degree, but 44 in Ann Arbor, 48 in Pontiac, and Monroe at 46. So your forecast for today will quickly rise thanks to sunshine building back in. 81 the forecasted high. So if we get into that 80-degree territory, which is likely, this will be the second 80-degree temperature day that we've had so far this month. Let's talk about all the activities outside of LCA with the playoff game in action tonight. Pistons taking on the Knicks. It's a 7 o'clock tip-off, but if you're going to be taking in all those outside activities, we'll be in the upper 70s, partly cloudy at 6. And then by game's end, as you're leaving LCA, 64, so still warm. A beautiful evening to be out and about in Detroit. Now, speaking of sports in Detroit, Tigers start a new series tomorrow, and I do think tomorrow's night game will be in question due to the probability of storms passing through the area. We'll be in the 70s tomorrow. It'll be humid, but come the afternoon, evening hours, it's looking very likely that we'll have some wet weather rolling through. Saturday and Sunday, either side of 60. These are day games, and we'll get those in. So we might end up seeing a doubleheader Saturday if Friday gets postponed, but we'll wait and see. Hopefully we can get those showers and storms to kind of dance around Detroit. And so here's a look at what we have on tap. And so for today, we're dry, few clouds mixing with the sun. Early tomorrow, you can't rule out a little stray shower, but the bulk of the activity arrives in the afternoon. So this is what I'm talking about. By 5 o'clock, we have some heavy downpours across the area. Some non-severe storms could be embedded, and this is going to take us well into that 7-8 o'clock hour with a couple lingering later on into the evening. So this is a broader view. Cold front passes through, and that's what's going to trigger those storms come tomorrow evening. Otherwise, a lot of this is out of here by daybreak Saturday. We're peeling back those clouds, and so we will have a drier weekend ahead. We fall to 58 in the wake of that front Saturday, 63 though on Sunday, which is exactly where we should be as we are rounding out April going into May, and we will have temperatures rising going into next week where we're in the 70s and 80s on Monday and Tuesday.
Kim is with us in studio after visiting the nonprofit for a look at just how it's really become a place of hope, Kim.
It really has. I mean, 25 years. What an accomplishment as well. It is a place that the community certainly does trust. The Women's Center of Southeastern Michigan is based in Ann Arbor, but even if you don't live near Ann Arbor, this place can be a great resource for you or a loved one because they have so many virtual options as well. And whether you need a therapist, a divorce attorney, financial advice, or parenting support, the Women's Center is here to help. And the best part is you can sign up online and then a real person will actually call you. And if you'd like to give back, they're always looking for volunteers and donors as well. You can find all of that information on their website, which is posted at clickondetroit.com. There's also info there about their biggest upcoming fundraiser, which is taking place this May. So guys, it is wonderful to be a woman, but also it comes with some challenges, so it's nice to know that there are resources.
Isn't that the truth? That group therapy is very important. Who they end up with, and sometimes the fans don't agree with it.
Or don't even know the player.
I know, but I remember talking with Brad Holmes. He's like, we don't just like show up on draft day and try to figure it out. They're working and evaluating players for months and months and months, deciding on who they want to pick. So
the best was the aha moment where all the fans were mad about Jahmyr Gibbs.
Right.
And look what happened there.
It's always fun to watch the Bills fans go back in time, and when Josh Allen was announced, they're like, no, they're breaking stuff, and years later,
It's like
he's
best
one of the
choice
best
ever. Yeah, so funny.
Sometimes teams do get it wrong, though. We've been on that side
on both sides, that's for sure.
Charles Rogers.
Darko Malfoy.
It's a new day here in Detroit.
Did you just say Darko?
We're
done. Different sport.
Doesn't matter, but we've been there.
It's the infamous one.
He might have been better. He might have been a better kicker. Who knows?
But they do have out on the plaza today for the Pistons playoff game right there at LCA some outdoor activities before the game, Ash.
That is right, and the weather is going to cooperate, and so we are going to be warming things up. Great conditions outside of LCA today with the warmer conditions building in, sunshine returning. And then we take a little dip in temperatures throughout the weekend as we have a cold front that sweeps through tomorrow, but we're going to be back into the 80s tomorrow before you know it. So we're getting these like little free trial subscriptions to summer already. But later tomorrow into Friday night, that's when we're tracking the chance for more widespread rain, a few embedded thunderstorms, and that will bring us a cooler air mass come Saturday, and then more seasonal temperatures by the time we get to the second half of the weekend on Sunday. Blue skies right now. It is a mild start out there. We have a few boats going by on the Detroit River, and so 49 degrees in the city with calm wind. 44 in Ann Arbor, 48 in Pontiac, 46 in Monroe, and so we will hold on to just a lighter wind today compared to the gustier conditions that we had just a couple days ago. But 81 is the forecasted high for today, and so we will have more sun than clouds. A few clouds do mix in, but those temperatures feel more like late June, even early July compared to late April. So if you are heading out to LCA this evening, whether you're going inside LCA for the game or just going to be on the plaza taking in the activities ahead of that game, plan for upper 70s. Now by game's end, we're talking about 60, so still pretty warm out there. Dry conditions, great evening to be in Detroit. Let's hope the clouds stay away just a little bit longer going into tomorrow morning. That's because we have what we're calling a space smiley face. The sky could be smiling back at you tomorrow morning before sunrise, and that's because we have a planetary conjunction. Venus and Saturn will be out there with the crescent moon. So those planets will look like the eyes, the crescent moon, the smile, and all you have to do is look towards the eastern sky, and hopefully you'll be able to smile back before that sun rises tomorrow, as long as the clouds stay away. Tigers off today. They start a new homestand tomorrow, and I really think that game could be in question. It's a 6:40 first pitch at Comerica Park tomorrow, and with showers and storms in the forecast, well, that could end up being a rain out and possibly a doubleheader Saturday. Of course, they haven't made that call yet, but right now as it stands, it'll be a 1:10 first pitch Saturday, planned for cooler conditions with highs only in the upper 50s, and then a seasonal Sunday, 1:40 first pitch over at the Copa, highs right around 63 degrees. And so taking you through the hour by hour, we have a few clouds that mix in, but otherwise some sunshine today, staying dry. Now for tomorrow, model data has been consistently picking up just like a little isolated shower in the morning. This is about 9 a.m. and then it's out of here. The bulk of the rain doesn't develop until after about 4 o'clock. So throughout the afternoon, evening, you start to see some of those heavier downpours develop, pushing through. And so then we will see that cooler air working its way in once that front passes. This is the front that creates those showers. And so that takes us through late Friday, but you see how it pushes out of here by daybreak Saturday. And then we peel back that cloud cover going into the weekend. So we've already kind of talked temperatures through the weekend. Let's look ahead to next week. 75 degrees on Monday, back into the 80s Tuesday. Another cold front will come through, dropping our temperatures midweek and bringing some rain chances.
Now, here's your time saver traffic.
All right, thanks, Ashley. And want to get you out the door this morning. As you can see, we've got green arrows on our maps, but we do have to contend with those orange barrels today. As we know, it's springtime, so we'll see more orange barrels out throughout the summer as well. Eastbound I-96 construction from Novi Road to Meadowbrook Road. You got your right 2 lanes blocked. That starts at 9 a.m., ending a little bit later today at 3 o'clock. And then also watch out for the orange barrels over on the eastbound lanes of I-94. If you travel between Pelham and Southfield Freeway, you're going to see your right lane blocked there. Again, this won't impact your morning drive, so if you're heading out the door right now, you're good to go. This will start at 9 a.m., wrapping up a little bit later today at 4 p.m. We'll be right back, everyone.